Imagine a world where spirituality and daily life were seamlessly connected, where every sunrise, every action, and every word carried deeper meaning. This was the essence of ancient Egypt, a civilization whose spiritual practices were deeply intertwined with every aspect of their existence. Today, we look back at their remarkable teachings to uncover profound lessons that remain relevant to our modern lives. In this video, we'll explore the spiritual practices of the ancient Egyptians and how they offer timeless wisdom for today's world. Number 1. The role of the divine in ancient Egyptian life. At the heart of ancient Egyptian spirituality was a deep reverence for the divine. The Egyptians believed in a vast pantheon of gods and goddesses, each governing different aspects of life and the universe. From Ra, the sun god, to Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood, these deities were seen as active forces that shaped everything around them. But perhaps more fascinating is how the Egyptians didn't view their gods as distant or untouchable. Instead, they saw them as partners in the ongoing dance of life. One key takeaway for us today is the way the Egyptians integrated their belief in the divine into their daily routines. Temples were not just places of worship, but they were where people gathered to create harmony with the cosmos. In today's fast-paced world, we can learn from the Egyptians by taking time to connect with something greater than ourselves, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply moments of reflection. The practice of Ma'at, a concept representing truth, balance, and cosmic order, was also central. The Egyptians believed that living in alignment with Ma'at brought about personal harmony and the flourishing of society. In a world where chaos can often seem overwhelming, striving for balance and truth in our actions can bring about both personal peace and contribute to a healthier, more harmonious society. Number 2. Rituals and sacred spaces. Rituals played an essential role in Egyptian spirituality. These rituals were not merely symbolic. They were seen as acts that could influence the divine, the afterlife, and the natural world. The Egyptians performed daily rituals in their homes, temples, and tombs. They would offer food, incense, and prayers to their gods, invoking their favor for health, fertility, and protection. The Egyptians believed that the energy you put out into the world through ritual had a profound impact. Today, rituals continue to hold power for many people around the world, and we see their influence in practices like mindfulness, affirmations, and even yoga. The lesson here is clear. Deliberate actions and rituals have the potential to shape our spiritual and physical realities. Sacred spaces, whether temples, tombs, or the simple spaces in homes dedicated to the gods, were designed to create a connection between the earthly and the divine. Even today, we seek sacred spaces in our lives, whether it's a quiet room for meditation or a place in nature where we feel at peace. These spaces remind us of the importance of carving out moments and places where we can reconnect with ourselves and the universe. Number 3. The importance of the afterlife and death. One of the most fascinating aspects of ancient Egyptian spirituality was their focus on the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that death was not an end, but a transition to another phase of existence. The Book of the Dead, a collection of prayers, spells, and incantations, was used to guide the soul through the dangers of the underworld and into the afterlife. The concept of an afterlife wasn't just about the journey of the soul. It was deeply connected to how one lived their life on earth. In our modern world, death is often a taboo subject. But the Egyptians embraced it as a natural and sacred part of life, offering us a profound lesson in how we can shift our perspective on death. Instead of fearing it, we can use our awareness of its inevitability to live more fully, to cherish every moment, and to cultivate a life that aligns with our deeper values. The Egyptians also emphasized living in a way that would ensure a favorable judgment in the afterlife. Their practice of weighing of the heart, where the heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at to determine their worth, reminds us that our actions, integrity, and choices have lasting consequences. Today, we can reflect on how we live our lives and how our values actions, and intentions contribute to the legacy we leave behind. Number 4. The power of symbols and art. Art and symbols were not merely decorative in ancient Egypt. They were powerful tools of spiritual expression. Every hieroglyph, every carved image, and every intricate detail held deep meaning. The Egyptians used symbols to communicate spiritual truths and connect with the divine, and these symbols carried energy that influenced their world. One of the most powerful symbols was the ankh, which represented life and immortality. This symbol is still widely recognized today, a reminder that life is sacred and precious. Similarly, the Eye of Horus symbolized protection and healing, offering a spiritual shield against negative forces. For us today, this teaches us the importance of the symbols we choose to surround ourselves with. Whether it's affirmations, symbols of our heritage, or reminders of our values, the things we display in our environments can influence our thoughts, actions, and spiritual well-being. Number 5. Holistic healing and mind-body-spirit connection. The Egyptians were pioneers in holistic health, believing that physical, mental, and spiritual well-being were inseparable. They practiced advanced medicine, using herbs, oils, and rituals to heal the body. But more importantly, they understood that the mind and spirit played a crucial role in healing. Today, as we face a rising tide of stress, mental health struggles, and physical ailments, we can take a page from the Egyptians' book. Practices like mindfulness, yoga, and meditation, which emphasize the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, are more important than ever. We can learn from the Egyptian approach by recognizing that healing is a holistic process where the state of our mind, our energy, and our body are all linked. As we've seen today, the spiritual practices of ancient Egypt were not just about worshiping gods or seeking favor in the afterlife. They were a comprehensive way of life. The Egyptians' wisdom teaches us that balance, ritual, reverence for the divine, and a deep understanding of our interconnectedness with the universe are not just ancient ideas. They are essential lessons for modern times. By embracing these ancient practices, we can find ways to reconnect with the sacred, live more purposefully, and create harmony in our lives. Whether through rituals, honoring the divine, or simply taking time to reflect, we can all benefit from the timeless wisdom of ancient Egypt. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. What part of ancient Egyptian spirituality resonated with you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your reflections. Until next time, stay connected to your higher self and let the ancient wisdom guide you forward.